What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Pitchside with Parker to another Arsenal game review. 3-1 over Olympiacos in the first leg. A result that feels deserved, but at the same time felt like it wasn't really going to happen for a lot of that game. Arsenal getting 2 late goals from Gabriel and Mohamed Elneny to finish the game with a 2-goal cushion and 3 crucial away goals. Let's talk about the game. Now, before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. I do Arsenal reviews after every men's and women's game. And also smash the like button before we even get started with the video, because that's what we do on this channel. Now, this game, this was a roller coaster, okay? The first half, it looked like Arsenal was going to be in control. Lots of early chances. The game slowed down for a little bit for sure, but Olympiacos really never looked a threat. And then Arsenal did pick it back up towards the end of the first half, and Odegaard with an absolute screamer for his first goal with the club. I mean, he just hit a perfect dead ball knuckleball. It was wobbling in the air, and nothing Jose Sa could do but just flap at it. I mean, it looked like that ball was shot out of a cannon, and Jose Sa was the recipient of the kickback, and Odegaard, you could see it looked like a relief to him. He was really excited when he scored, and I'm sure all of us as fans were as well. So what a goal to start things off. But, you know, it didn't really represent what Arsenal had created in the first half, because I feel like there were a lot of really good chances. Odegaard himself missed one. Aubameyang missed a header that was saved by Sa. There were a couple shaky moments in the first half as well. The only time that Olympiacos even got close to the goal was just dumb mistakes yet again from Arsenal. Odegaard had one in the first half. Luiz had one in the first half. And you could argue that they should have scored on both of those, and Arsenal could have very easily been down 2-1 or even 2-0 at halftime. They got away with it, though, and then leave it to Dani Ceballos and Bernd Leno in the second half to make more mistakes. And look, the one against Burnley, okay, I got on here and defended Leno, and I said, look, this is the pass that Arsenal go for out of the back. Xhaka asked for the ball, and this is on Xhaka because he took an extra touch that he didn't need to, and he was the one who messed it up. This time, I gotta say a lot of the blame falls on Leno, though, because just given how the play went with Xhaka in the last game, you got to learn from that. And if there's any question of a similar circumstance, just kick it up the field or pass it out wide, where it's much less dangerous to give the ball away. So I think that Leno really should have avoided that pass, and I just really question his decision-making sometimes. It's like, clearly the calmness is something that managers value in him with the way that he plays out of the back, but to me, it's too casual. Like, he just expects that in any situation his players can play out. Like, you got to realize who you're passing it to. You're passing it to Xhaka. You're passing it to Ceballos. These guys are not getting out of tight spaces swiftly. As much as they may think that they can, they just can't. And so Leno, as the start of the distribution, has to be the one that makes that decision for them sometimes and just avoids passing it to them. But anyway, at that point, I mean, El Arabi scores off the mistake, and it's 1-1, and you're thinking to yourself, oh gosh, this is just Arsenal doing Arsenal again. Olympiacos were flying. One thing I noticed at halftime, they made a couple of subs. They brought on Ceballos and they brought on Fortounis, and they switched formations when they had the ball so that they were working with a 3-back and letting Ceballos and Lala get up the wings, which was something that I expected to see a lot coming into the game. If you watched my preview, I was expecting Lala to cause a lot of damage. And they did trouble Arsenal in the immediate probably 10 or so minutes after that goal. Olympiacos was really good. They had a couple of chances, nothing really on target, but they actually were passing the ball really well, kind of dominating, and Arsenal faded away out of the game a little bit. So it was really out of nowhere when Gabriel scores just a towering header, absolutely mossed the defender. A huge goal from Gabriel. You got to give great credit to him. I thought he had a fantastic performance today. Between he and Odegaard, up there for man of the match for me. I think maybe you could even edge it to Gabriel, just because Odegaard did have those kind of shaky moments, the one miss in front of goal and the one giveaway in the first half, but a hugely important goal from Gabriel. And yet another assist from Willian as well in the short corner. And then, in fact, Willian got a second assist on the night when he set up Elneny after Arsenal had kind of brought on all the defensive substitutions. Elneny drives forward, finds himself with all the time in the world at the top of the box. And look, he showed it against Dundalk. He can hit those. He showed it against Barcelona in the Camp Nou. he can hit those. And Jose Sa, once again, probably beaten too easily, but he had the unfortunate pleasure of watching the ball fly into the back of his net with just immense velocity several times in this game. But yeah, as I said at the beginning, it's a weird one because I feel like in some ways Arsenal deserved this result, and in some ways it kind of feels like they didn't. Like, I really wasn't impressed overall with the performance, but on the balance of play, I mean, Arsenal was the better team, and to leave the first leg with 3 away goals is probably a lot more than they deserve. But look, I am happy. I will take it. I don't have too much to complain about. I was definitely typing up the notes and had a lot to go in on beforehand. But the one thing I can say is that a performance like that, you're not going to get away with it in the later rounds of this competition, given the teams that are left. And you're definitely not going to get away with it on Sunday in the derby. And that is what I'm now focused on. That is what I'm now worried about, because this was not a performance that, to me, instilled a lot of confidence ahead of the Spurs game. But I will talk about that game a lot more. I will have a preview for that dropping on Saturday. And then, of course, I will do a review afterwards on Sunday as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. Turn on those post notifications, especially if you're an Arsenal fan. There's going to be a lot of good stuff coming out the next few weeks with the North London derby, second leg against Olympiacos. And then next Friday, Arsenal women have one of their biggest games of the season as well. So definitely stay tuned around here for more content from an Arsenal standpoint. And thank you for checking out this video. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.